Hi everyone in Group 3A and Dr. S. I'm Carmel. I would like to acknowledge the Whadjuk Noongar people, the traditional custodians of the land on which Curtin's University's Bentley campus sits. And I would like to pay my respect to the elders, both past and present. I have been appointed chairperson and senior planner for the Mount Barlong Regional Shire Council, and I am honoured to be in this position. It is the first time that I have been in such a position, and I welcome your advice and feedback to help me fulfil the role better and to achieve an outcome that is timely and beneficial for us all. There are many emotional and culturally sensitive issues that need to be addressed and explored. I urge us all to listen with open hearts and research with our minds. As Sheryl Sandberg says in her Harvard Business School Class Day speech, if you want to win hearts and minds, you have to lead with your heart as well as your mind. I don't believe we have a professional self from Mondays through Fridays and a real self for the rest of the time. It is all professional and it is all personal, all at the very same time. This project will impact the lives and the history of the people in the communities daily, so it is of utmost importance that we reach a universal outcome that benefits us all. My first aim is to reach a consensus with you all about whether the project should be allowed to proceed and what form it will take. I will endeavour to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to be heard and will aim to try and help seek solutions and resolve concerns to ensure we all move along forward to meet the assignment deadline. I will introduce the negotiation process with a message from your chairperson on the discussion board on Monday of week 11, and then monitor and challenge the ongoing negotiations during weeks 12 and 13. I will set up discussion threads as guidelines for us to follow. I will ensure we wind up discussions on Wednesday of week 13 to allow enough time for us to complete our R&R documents, which must be submitted to Blackboard for assessment by midnight Sunday at the end of week 13. As Senior Planner, I have 4 areas of focus: economic growth and employment, protection and sustainability, housing infrastructure and essential services, and social and cultural sustainability. For the Mount Barlong and Nunadine communities, I hope Newlands developments may revive the timber industry and boost the local timber businesses that are still in production here, creating many jobs for our local community and boosting revenue. We are a beautiful treed community with close proximity to the ocean, and ensuring that there is beauty here for future generations is paramount as we consider the design technologies and waste systems used. The hope is, with the boost in our economy, that our local residents won't have to move to other towns for healthcare services, recreation or education needs. Here in Mount Barlong, we reside on the Ngāti people's land, and their heritage and culture is very important to us here. I endeavour to ensure that their culture and heritage is respected, cherished, and that the sacred sites that are important to them are preserved. Personally, I hope this development work with the Ngāti people to foster a design that is reflective of their culture and the Indigenous people of our land, as it is unique to Australia and should be celebrated. Newland Development have proposed to build a significant tourist development on the edge of town and have commenced negotiations to purchase a site of 30 hectares overlooking the plain and with distant views of the ocean. This site was the former timber mill, holding yards and a small dairy farm. Their plan is for a hotel complex with performance, recreation, dining and sporting facilities. They have offered to build an environmentally sustainable community housing project in town to provide affordable housing and include some multi-generational and multicultural facilities for the people of the region. So there is a lot to consider and discuss. And as the excerpt from Simpson, Paddy and Geoffrey 1999, Consequences of a Resort Development Comparative Study, highlighted that these types of developments can either have a beneficial or detrimental effect on the community, depending on the levels of communication and contribution of the community. And it is this involvement that I ask each of you to be involved in. And it is this communication and contribution that we will ensure we have a benefit outcome for the Newlands Development Project. Margaret Heffernan in 2015, in her TED Talk, Forget the Pecking Order at Work, reminds us that everybody has a valid perspective and that we work to one standard only, the most imaginable. And this is what I hope as we proceed in our negotiations. I would like to welcome to the negotiations David Thompson as Newlands Developers, Christopher Illiff, ZZZZ Construction, Siobhan Botani as Project Manager, Peter Drudes and Sarah Eason as Architecture Firm, Glenn Chapman at State Planning Authority, Joshua Dent at Mount Barlong Environmental Lobby, Cameron Griffith as State Tourism Council, and Jocelyn Packer as Mount Barlong Social Action Group. I look forward to creating a sustainable and environmentally friendly development. Thank you, and let the negotiations begin.